Hello,
Hello,
everyone. Welcome back to Wethinks. It's Grayson
and Avery
and
you
and you guys comment down below your name, your full name.
You guys listening at home.
Yes.
We should take like calls.
I'm serious. We should do that. We're gonna give out our phone numbers and y'all can call us.
Oh,
right.
I don't know about that. I didn't really think that through.
You could call us on Instagram.
You can call me on my cell phone.
Yeah.
Drake? We could get Drake on.
Does anyone know who that is? Does anybody know who
Does
that is?
anyone know who that is? Didn't think so.
Yeah, we can get Drake on.
Yeah,
I think so.
I got you.
Welcome back, everyone.
Why'd you say something like you had like something big to say?
I don't have anything big to say.
You don't have anything big to say.
Do I? Am I missing something?
I don't fucking know.
Well, you made it seem like I do have something big to say, and I'm like hiding it.
Well, you could come out to your parents.
Girl.
Send this video to your parents.
That's a wonderful idea. If you guys are watching this, y'all already have been known, though. That's the thing.
Know what?
Nothing. that I'm straight. That I'm a girl.
Your parents think you're a lesbian. Why don't you tell them about that?
Dude, oh my god. Okay. Well, I did used to be a lesbian. Fun fact.
We all used to be a lesbian.
We all used to be a lesbian,
okay?
Everybody here.
Everyone in this room.
Probably some people watching this as well used to be a lesbian.
Maybe still are.
Or maybe there's current lesbians in here, and that's okay too. That's alright as well.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I guess it's okay.
You're in that phase. It's okay.
And so, like, I came out to my parents. Well, first time I came out to my parents, I said I was bisexual.
Okay. Classy. And what age was that?
Also, I went through a thing very recently where I was like, I'm gay. I don't like girls at all, but now I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm not sure, and I might be bi again.
You don't have to know. That's all right.
I might be bi again. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
Won't we? Anyways,
Tell us about your journey.
So, first of all, I was bi, but even before I knew that I liked boys and girls, I knew I was bi for some reason. Like, deep down, I was like, wait, I'm bi, though. But I've only ever liked boys, so I don't know why I'm bi.
And you came out musically to your friends.
Yes.
Important story.
Yes, I came out on musically to my friends. This was, like, first coming out at the school, so, like, I felt really, really cool.
You were honestly setting the pace for everyone.
Honestly, I was. And then everyone at our damn school was gay after that.
They want to be you. That's the thing. They want to be you.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm the blueprint.
Why is this like TV really casting a shadow on us today?
I don't know. You can turn it off if you would like.
But it was gonna be dark. Hold on.
That's okay.
Guys, is this better? Oh, that's kind of better. Oh.
That's
okay. Can you tell we have a Roku?
That's okay. Right.
This is better.
And then I came out to my mom. I said, "Mom, I'm bi." She said, "Okay."
Again, what age?
Fine.
She never said what age.
For the people. I'm sorry.
For the people.
I was 12. Like almost 13.
Oh my god, wow. You were really ahead of the curve with everyone.
Yes, I was.
You were really a fag.
Right. But we get to the end of the story where I'm straight, so I'm not anymore. Yeah. That's the point.
Again, we're telling his testimony.
Right, of course.
His testimony here today.
And then I had a girlfriend, and then I was like, wait, I'm a lesbian. I don't like boys at all.
I mean, that's an understandable like thought process because you're only with a girl. So then,
Right. I was like,
you're not experiencing any other attraction, hopefully. I mean, the other person in this relationship was, but
Anyways, I was a lesbian, and then my mom and I had a deep conversation when I was probably about 14 where I was like, no, I fully think I'm a lesbian. I don't think I'm ever going to be with a man in my life. And then she was like kind of sad about that.
Okay, weird, but that's
She said that my grandparents would be sad about that. I said, I don't care. She said, okay.
Honestly, your mom, like, she's been an interesting figure in the story because it's like two wolves inside of her. Like, part of her really tries to understand and really does understand and like really wants to be there for you, and the other part, like, his parents are not religious or anything. The other part is like she's still in mourning of the child she wishes she had,
right? Which
is not a correct way to think of things, but it is like, there's a bit of empathy there. So she's an interesting figure in the story.
Yes. And my dad for the most part in the story is like chill.
He doesn't really care.
He doesn't
He's
really
also
give a
very
fuck.
interesting in that regard because he just says some stuff. He just says
He says really
some
weird fucking things. Anyways, so I was a lesbian, and then fast forward to when I was about, was I 15 or was I 16? I think it was almost 16. About a year after I came out as trans, I came out to my parents as trans, and they were like, they weren't. Oh,
speaking of,
his dad just texted me. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, they were like not that weird about it. I was literally downstairs in the living room trying to get out the words that I'm trans. I literally sat there for 30 minutes like unable to speak, like just crying, and I kept trying to say it. Like I was like I'm, and then my parents were like, girl, just say it, like what's going on? And then I said it, and my dad was like, I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Yeah. Which you had been on, like, it was a year after, but also, like, you had been on that journey for, like, a very long time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it wasn't, like, it came out of, like, it's only been a year, like, which is still valid, but...
Right. It was...
Like, it was definitely a long time coming, so it makes sense as your parents would be like, yeah.
Like, probably at that point...
They clocked that D.
Yeah. Probably it had been, like, 4 years at that point where I first started, like, thinking about
socially,
that.
Sort of slowly transitioning.
Yes. But they were, like... not that weird about it. Like, they were kind of like, thank you for telling us, like, you know, we love you, blah blah blah, like maybe we can take you to like talk to someone about this and like get things figured out. And I was like, awesome, this sounds great. This is just what I wanted. Then we talked to my damn psychiatrist,
and here's where the problem is. Here's where legislation actually does matter, and the South is forever trapping people, which is kind of harsh to say, because you can have parents who are, you know, they don't have to be completely liberal. His parents are pretty conservative, but, you know, you can make paths down the road of understanding, and then you
at this point in time, my parents were pretty, like, moderately, like, moderate socially. That's what it is,
Yeah. And you can go and you can understand each other and you can make good progress, and then you like have to face the system, and it's a hellscape and it sets everyone back.
Yeah.
Which is not fun.
My damn psychiatrist.
Legislation matters because it's not just the psychiatrist, it's everyone in trans medicine in Texas.
Yes.
And well, no, maybe not everyone, but 90% of people.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Let's just say my psychiatrist put some thoughts in my dad's head and my parents' head that they had already kind of been thinking about how like the epidemic of
everyone's turning trans mask, like
in 2021-ish, around that era. That was when it was for me, or that's when this conversation took place. And then so they knew that I was trans. I told them I was trans, but for some reason in their head I'm still lesbian. And like about a couple months ago, maybe it was a month ago, my dad made a joke about me being a lesbian.
Which is weird because you have had a few conversations. I mean, you're not a confrontational person, but this is obviously important. So you have had a few conversations since then about, you know, gender affirming things.
At least once a year.
Yeah.
I've
like,
tried to talk to them about this again.
And there's like, it's the experience of like me and the experience of many as well, of like it just hangs in the air, you don't talk about it.
Yeah.
But in your case it's a little strange because you talk about it, you'll have the guts to talk about it, which a lot of people would be like, okay, let's actually, you know, you get to take the lead because you're leading the conversation, right? But then it's kind of a dead end. It's like with prom and stuff,
so
like,
fucking weird.
You gotta wear a jumpsuit instead.
So fucking like, weird. I literally for
it's
prom,
interesting. It's a weird place.
It's so weird. I had a heart-to-heart with my mother about how uncomfortable I felt about going to prom because I wanted to wear a suit and I knew that she wouldn't like that, so I didn't want to go to prom at all in the first place just because of that. But then she was like, okay, like maybe we can get you something. And then we talked about me being trans after that. But after we had that conversation about me being trans and her being like, maybe like, I don't know about that. She was like, okay, like let's look for some things for you to wear. Pulls up like jumpsuits for me to wear.
Blouses.
And I said, girl, I don't want this. I don't want that. Did you not listen to anything I just told you? Did you not listen? So yeah. Complicated situation there.
Yeah, and I do think, although this is like Trauma Dump podcast, I do think like it is the experience of many, like, and I wish I had like a good answer of how to solve this because I went through it myself of like you never talk about it.
Yeah,
and it's like you can reach a point of understanding with someone and then like the next day it's like because we never talk about it and because there's no action,
it's just such a
fizzles
weird
away.
place to be in.
For sure.
Like,
it's really uncomfortable for all parties.
Especially, like, being trans and, like, aging. Like, when I was like, 15 and trans, it didn't fucking matter if I was on T or not. It really didn't matter.
Right, and now you're about to be 20 years old.
19 and a half.
And it's like,
it just
you're an adult, but if you grew up in, similar conditions as us, like, we still rely on our parents.
Of course, and I don't want to completely, like, I don't want to cut them off and go against them and transition and just never.
Your parents are very important to you.
I would love to do it with them.
Yeah, and you're inviting them to it, which is honestly should be any parent's goal. It's like, my kid invites me to hard conversations. My kid invites me to be part of his life. And I think they understand that it's supposed to be a good thing that you're opening up and you're comfortable with them, but they don't know where to go with that.
Exactly.
Like, they just don't know what to do. So I don't know where you think where you feel you're at.
The thing is with that, it's like they're not sure if I'm trans or not. Like, they're like, it could be like you're not actually trans. What the fuck else would I be?
Lesbian,
if I've spent 6 years of my life, like, dwelling on I think I'm trans, I think I'm trans, I think I'm trans. Why the fuck would I not be?
And I can understand their side of the conversation a little bit of, like, especially, when you first came out, of like, you never want your kid to make a irreversible decision.
Right.
I can understand that side of the argument.
Being 15 years old.
But at this point, it's been 6 years.
Exactly.
And you're a grown adult now. Like,
exactly.
You're living on your own. You're making probably bigger decisions now, being in college, and you've proven your trustworthiness.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit odd.
Just weird.
Just odd.
Just weird. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I told a friend the other day that I used to be lesbian, and they were, like, shocked. Like, I feel like I give gay, but I guess...
No, you give gay. You don't give straight.
I don't know. Like,
Avery, you do not give straight.
I've been on my straight grind, haven't I? Don't I look straight?
No.
Am I giving straight?
No.
What about me isn't straight? But I don't know how long that lasted. I was, like, kind of a lesbian for, like, maybe a year, and then, well, I thought I was straight all the way until, like, 8th grade. I first started talking to my boyfriend in 8th grade, and he was, like, the first guy I talked to, and then I was like, I'm done with this shit. I did not want him. I was like, like, this is just bestie vibes, I think. Like, for sure. I think I'm gay too. I think I like girls. I think I want to try that. So then I, had some fun, talked to some girls, had a lot of crushes. And I think I always knew. It's like, that's the thing of, like, you're born that way, baby. And we've told many stories about, our queer childhoods.
Yeah.
But then I was probably like 16, and I was like, I haven't had a crush on a man in forever. I don't really like them. I don't really like to talk to them. I don't really like to imagine things with them. And so I was like, I'm a lesbian. And then, my junior year, I got about halfway through, and I had some not good lesbian experiences, and that's not why I turned away from lesbianism. Like, that sounds horrible to say, but then I was like, everyone just fucking sucks. Like, like, and then I started, like, crushing on men that looked like girls, and that was, like, again, still call myself a lesbian, because does that count? Like, I don't know. And then I started, like, using men a little bit with, like, them crushing on me, and just getting more comfortable with my sexuality, I think, of, like, I think I grew up really sheltered, so anytime women don't outwardly flirt with you when you're a young queer person, like, they don't outwardly, like, it can be ambiguous, but men will, like, outwardly harass you if you like in terms of flirting, they will like come up to you and like harass you if you're a pretty girl. And I was never comfortable with that, especially growing up in a sheltered childhood. But then after I got more comfortable and like I had grown up a bit and like distanced myself from the church, I was kind of okay with it. Like I was like, yeah, I can play around and I can enjoy being flirted with. I mean, I don't enjoy being harassed, but I can enjoy being flirted with. It doesn't mean I'm going to go to hell, and it doesn't mean that that person's going to harass me.
Right.
Because I'm a strong person. I can set my boundaries. So then I was able to, which is sad that you have to do that in order to engage with men in this world, that you have to say, I can set my own boundaries, and I'm not afraid of harassment. I can do this. And then by some grace of God, I met my boyfriend, and I still was thinking I was a lesbian. Like, still going between, do I have a crush on him or are we just friends? But then we fell in love. So that checked out the crush for me. So we were good. And that's my story. But with my parents, we had a similar, like, conversation. We never brought it up. And it's frustrating. I was telling my friend this when I was telling her about my, like, trauma experience with being gay. Because I had been outed for those... I've told this story, I feel. Maybe. Have I? I don't
think you have, actually.
Okay. Well, I got outed when I was in, like, I was about to go into 10th grade, I think. Yeah. Maybe 11th grade. Going into 10th grade.
One of those.
I have genuinely trauma blocked this. So I always forget if I've told people about this. Many people do not know about this. It's not because I'm uncomfortable with sharing. I think it is kind of important to share. Because there's a few lessons from this story. But... I have genuinely, my brain doesn't like to think about it. So it was summertime, beginning of the summer. I decided one day, I was like pretty comfortable in my bisexuality at this time. Hadn't become a lesbian yet. And I went out with a group of friends from church, and they were all kind of younger. I went with my sisters. I had nothing better to do. And there's this one girl who... we were talking, and I didn't share. I mean, I'm like with kids that are like a good 2-3 years younger than me. So I'm just listening to her talk. And she says, oh, I'm gay, and a lot of people at school are bullying me about it, like, because I like a girl. And I was like, that's so horrible. And she was talking about how it's hard to be gay in the church. And I was like, I know, it's hard. I like have similar experiences. I don't think I ever told her, like, I'm gay, but I was, like, alluding to it, you know. I was like, hey, I have similar experiences, if you know what I mean. If you ever need someone as a safe space in this church, I got you. Okay, you can always come to me if someone's bothering you. I got this. And I didn't think much of it. And I come home the next day, and this girl had been, like, she had a rough home life. But in the church, we ignore that, and we don't talk about having a rough home life if your parent is in the ministry or, like, high up. So her mom was really high up and had like, she was a nosy bitch, this mom. And her daughter that I talked to had gotten in a big fight. I don't know what it was about. I presume sexuality because my name got thrown out. I was never a part of this argument. I live across town, you know. I should never have been dragged into it, but this is a young queer child who after many years of, like, I don't understand how I came out of this, how this happened to me from something that never concerned me. And, I mean, this was less than a week after I had told her, if you need someone, this is a queer child who was hurting and needed someone. And I was the only person, probably that they knew, because they were homeschooled in a Christian environment, I was probably the only person they knew who was gay. And they called my name out and said, well, Avery's gay and she's Christian, or something like that. Well... Avery supports gay people. Well, I don't know what was said. That's the thing that has always been hard for me. Because I don't know how this went down. But my parents catch wind of it. And they're like, because work together in the church. And my parents come to me and they're like, well, my dad's out of town, actually. And my mom says, she like calls me in her room. She's like, what is this? Like, what does this mean? And sorry, I have to burp. And I froze. And I should have lied. I don't know that I should have, but in this story, I should have lied and said, I'm not gay. She's crazy. But my mom had always been supportive of queer people. This is, again, like a juxtaposition of like the environment you're in traps you and ruins any progress being made. And I'm not a Texas hater, but this is what happened here with my mom. And she supported gay people. She supported Grayson when he came out.
Literally only adult in my life to do that when I was coming out.
And she's always been, you know, nice about my gay friends. And she knows I know a lot of gay people. And so I had some hope in my heart. I was young, okay? I was 15. I hadn't even turned 16 yet. I was 15. And I trusted my mother. And so I said, and we had a rough, you know, me and my mom, we argue a lot, but I trusted her. And I said, yeah, I am gay. Yeah, I think I'm gay. I think I'm bisexual. I like girls and boys. And she was like, when did this happen? She had many, like, questions that, when my mom gets confused, you know, she uses tones of voice she doesn't exactly mean, which is okay. And I'm the same way. But in that situation, not what I needed, because my mom is in an angry voice. She does not understand this. She does not think that her daughter would be gay. This is not what she wanted to hear from, you know, someone who works with her in the church. She's probably humiliated, and she's upset with me. And so she's saying, this, but you've never liked girls before. And I'm like, and I'm trying to explain myself because I'm in a very vulnerable position. And this is not the conversation I thought we were having. Whatever. It was not a good conversation. But at the end, she was like, what can I do about this? Like, I don't know. I should have, she said many, many times, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have let you do this. I shouldn't have let you watch this. Like, okay. It's not going to change anything, babe. But yeah, at the end she was like, okay, but she kind of like put in punishments, I suppose, of like, you're not allowed to have sleepovers with girls. I don't want you, you know, hanging out too much with people from school. Like, you have to stay in the church. Like, she like fully, like, I came out as gay and she was like, but you're still Christian, right? And I was like, yeah. Yes. At that point I was. And I was at that point in my life searching everywhere. Like, I'm serious, looking up many, many, many different articles, videos, documentaries, like doing research about, is there any way I can be gay and still be Christian? And there are many different takeaways from that. I'm gonna be honest, you can believe whatever you want, you can be gay and be Christian. From my research later on, my dad comes home and he's upset too, but we never talk about it. Right. That's what happened with that. But me leaving the church because of it, like, I kept doing my research, and my research wasn't matching how people were treating me. And I was like, this is weird, because in the Bible, like, it doesn't really say too much about that. Like, I feel like it should be okay. But my parents told me, like, you cannot tell anyone. Do not tell anyone in the church. We will get fired. Okay. My mom said, I will never be able to support you. I will never be able to go to Pride with you or support a significant other because I will get fired. And I was like, that's not adding up in my research. And then I keep researching. And on the surface level, in my opinion, this is my takeaway from an atheist perspective. On the surface level, you can say that Christianity allows gay people. I think that's an okay stance. But the more research you do into the Bible and Christianity as a whole, because believe it or not, Christianity goes deeper than the Bible. There's a lot of things that have made Christianity the way it is today. It's always been anti-gay people. It's always been very restrictive. And you can say, it says to love your enemy, and the Bible says to hate the sinner, love the sin. Love the sinner, hate the sin. And you can say the Bible is like all kind things and nice things, but you read it and it's destroy your enemies, and it's, save them from anything at any cost, cut them off if they're living the lifestyle it's wrong. They will burn in hell. Judgment day is coming. Like, it's all there. So I left the church. And that's my story. I never talked to my parents again. The frustrating part is, this is what I was trying to get at all the way back then. My mom knows. She knows. I went through things with different girls, and I would have them over and we'd be friends and, be flirting, and I thought it was going to turn into a relationship, or we'd go on dates and always be hanging out. And my mom knew. And she was okay with that. And she talks to me now, or my sisters talk to me now, like she was like secretly supporting it, or like she knew all along and she just never could talk to me about it. And that's kind of an interesting thing. It's a weird place to be in, and it caused problems because when I got in my relationship with my boyfriend, and it was like the first solidified relationship, not situationship, I had been in, I didn't know what to do, and I didn't trust my parents, and I wasn't open with them, and I got in, not trouble because I was too old, but I had a lot of tough situations because I just kept everything secret. My parents never created a safe environment for me to date because I was gay, and that's not fair. So that's my experience. I'm sure there's similar experiences out there. The big lesson I learned from that is, unfortunately, until you are on your own and until you can fully support yourself, or you are safe, like you are safe and you are willing to have hard conversations and you are mentally stable enough, you have to look out for yourself first. And that's a hard thing, but it's true. And I mean, I was never in danger, but I mentally was, and I wasn't ready for that, and I wasn't, I was not asking for that. I said, you can use me whenever you need, and I meant it emotionally. But we live in a place where you could be called on for more. And as much as that is my life goal, to be there for young queer youth, like, I was a young queer youth, and I didn't have anything to offer because it just got us both in big trouble. And it's sad, but it's true. And I also learned... I mean, I'm grateful for it because it got me out of the church. And I know in my heart at some point I would have left the church anyways, but I'm glad I got it over with, and I have a good reason why, and I never have to doubt anything because it was a shitty experience. And that's my story. I can't believe I never told that story.
I know.
See,
you've never told that.
I just kind of like trauma bucket. Like, I don't even know if Jade... I've told Jaden the story maybe once. I don't even know if he knows it. But, yeah, that's my...
Well, now he's not going to learn it if he doesn't already know it, because he doesn't watch this.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly. Why don't you read those Trump emails while we're at it?
Okay, that's it. See, I was going to transition to...
You're going to transition?
Okay. No, I'm not doing that shit.
Okay.
To the third one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one, actually.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go there. So, speaking of my mother, an interesting person to be around.
She loves gay culture and gay people. Like, culture. So much.
And, yeah, we went out with her the other night. She came in town, and we were at dinner, and, I don't even know how it got brought up. Oh, I was talking about how, like, in a way, I was covertly talking about how, like, it's... Well, okay, whatever. I was just talking about how, for me and Jaden's wedding, I don't know what to do because I don't want his fucking parents there. Like, okay, that's so rude. Like, yes, of course his parents will be there. But it's like, I can't have the wedding I want if his ultra-conservative Christian family is there. My family is Christian too, but they can have a fun time.
They can get down.
They can have a fun time. They can close their eyes for one night and get blasted drunk and, like, just... go to church the next day and pretend it's okay. Like, it's a weird place to be in, but it's true, and I appreciate that. But Jaden's parents and his whole family is like his brother goes to Bethel College. That shit blew my mind.
Shit.
It's not even Liberty.
It's literally
University.
Not even fucking real.
Liberty
not
University
even real.
Is more real, and Liberty University people who job interviewers will literally cross you off the list if it says graduated from Liberty. Imagine. I can't. Bethel University is wild, and we'll do.
That's so fucking.
We'll talk
crazy.
about that some other day. But, like, I don't want them there. How am I supposed to hire? And then I said, how am I supposed to hire Chad Michaels, the drag queen, for my wedding if his parents are there? Like, it's no fun. And my mom was like, she was like, I know. Like, I've always thought about that for you. Like, how are you supposed to have... And she started explaining very culturally queer things. She was like, I always pictured you'd have, like, men in makeup at your wedding. So, like, okay, drag queens. Or...
Right. Yeah.
Right. And she was like, and it'd always be very kitschy and very, like, gay, is what she was trying to say. And I was like, yeah, I know, like, and then I told her about how I put Jaden in drag. Sorry, Jaden, if you're watching, I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that. And I showed her pictures, and I explained the premise of that night, which is that we modeled it after Drag Race. And she was like, I've never seen an episode of that, by the way. And she didn't say, like, oh, I've never seen that. She was like,
I still haven't seen that yet.
Like,
she was interested.
And I was like, oh my God. So I had to explain what Drag Race was in order to explain what we were doing, because we modeled our video that's not out over Drag Race. And so she was very interested. She was like, wow, they have to be very well rounded. Like, this sounds intense. Like, honestly, I think she would have a great time watching Drag Race.
Love Drag Race.
Honestly, my dad would probably enjoy it too, but he would have to get over himself first. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. But I showed her Sasha Velour's lip sync for the win.
And she ate that shit up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
She showed me, like, she follows one of Taylor Swift's dancers who does drag. Like, wouldn't say, like, is a drag queen, but does drag, and, like, was at a ball. And she was showing me, like, him at a ball in, like, full, like, oh my God, beautiful drag. She was like, I'm so obsessed with this video. Like, I'm so, like, I love this so much. And I was like, you love drag.
Exactly.
And so it's, like, hard because there are two wolves inside of her. My mom's not homophobic by any means. Like, her real true self, like, is chill. But I've literally said this probably in every episode on this podcast, like, she's being held back. Like, she's being held back by her fuck-ass husband. She's being held back by her fuck-ass religion and her fuck-ass jobs, where she works with Republicans and crazy people and people in religious psychosis. Help! Save my mom! Free my mom! Please free her! I have to go. I think if I take her to a drag show, she'll have fun.
Oh my God, she would.
I've just made peace. I will never change her, I don't think, but she's still young. They're still, like, my mom, again, I've told the story this episode of me telling my mom I was gay, and she was, like, mad. And over those years, like, we have made hella progress. Not exactly in my life, but with other people. Like, I have seen her go from, I don't really know much about anything, to, you know, standing up for queer rights, you know, civil rights, human rights. She's not quite on board with abortion yet, but I think she can understand. Like, I think she can understand. If I think that's her next step. Yeah, it's just hard. It's like, we can still make progress, so we got this. Gotta take her to a drag show.
Oh my God, she would actually have time of her life. That's the thing.
We gotta get my mom into the podcast.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
But she's still subscribed, I think, from back in the day.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Avery, yes. She was one of the first.
Did we remove that?
There's no way to remove that.
Oh my God.
I know.
Hey, Mom, if you're watching, hi, Mom.
Hi.
I
love you.
Speaking of Drag Race, we just started season 10.
Yes, we did.
Miss Vanjie.
She was actually killing me. She was killing me. This is so sad.
I was actually sad when she walked out on the runway, and okay, outfit wasn't that bad.
Like, did she deserve to go home? Like, I don't know.
She walked out and I was like, shit, this is the outfit she goes home in on the first episode. What do you mean Miss Vanjie's pork chop? Because she was killing me in those confessionals. She was actually killing me. I live for that. Bring her back. Dang, I know they did bring her back.
They need a season with all the queens with good confessionals. Like, they need, like, Katya, Corey King,
this is why we need a
Vanjie.
pork chop all-star season.
But I don't want all of them.
You're missing your line. You're missing your line. And that's why we need an all pork chop all-star season.
God, I want to sleep with Trixie so bad.
I want to sleep with Trixie so bad. What? God, I want to sleep with Trixie so bad.
I want to sleep with Trixie so bad.
I do not, bro.
I do not want to sleep with Trixie so bad.
Her beady little eyes,
I'm not doing
giant
that.
horse teeth, and her big, fat, slimy, bald head.
I do not want to do that. I do not want to sleep with Trixie so
bad. I do not
bad.
want to sleep with Trixie so bad. Corey King looks amazing in Trixie Mattel drag. People have been saying,
was that actually so good?
She looks beautiful. People were saying that Corey King's gonna become the next Trixie Mattel. I'm on board.
Oh, 100%.
I
want her to go. I want her to go above and beyond that.
I
love Corey King.
I love Corey King too. She's literally my favorite. She's so fucking funny.
I love her
Speaking
vlogs.
of Corey King, should we start a Cameo? Okay, but
Guys,
hear me out.
okay.
But hear us out. Okay, we have been for hire artists for all of our friends and family for the past few months. We make parody
all the time
videos and songs all the time. We're making one after this episode for a friend's birthday. For
a special friend. Although it'll be after that.
If we start posting them on Wethinks Instagram and you guys are interested, feel free to comment.
Right.
And ask for a cameo because we will start one for one person.
Yep.
It'll be like $10. And
I was thinking 20.
Okay,
and then we each get 10.
Well, I was thinking we use it for the podcast budget.
Okay.
Like we save it for like mics.
Yeah, we could do that. We should probably do that. I can't believe we went this whole time without mics.
We can start at 10 and 15 maybe.
Go up. And then we'll be the number one sellers on Cameo.
Exactly. And Cameo be popping off lately, and I know we're nobodies, but that's not the point. The point is that we make really good fucking videos.
Right. We would make the best cameos.
Listen, high quality, choreographed, sung, harmonized, edited on a recording app. With any song you choose, any really artist you choose, we could do a mashup if you wish. Any topic. Tell your friends to do this. We'll start posting them. We've done one for Can Jaden Come to the Sleepover? It was a Charlie XCX Brat.
Yes, mashup. We love a mashup. That's the thing.
Mashups are fun. We're doing one for our friend Olivia right now. It's her birthday. We're doing it to Olivia by One Direction.
Yes. And we did Hamilton. Can Jaden go to Gatlinburg?
Can Jaden go to Gatlinburg? Hamilton mashup.
That one was really good.
We have other songs. You can go check us out on Monkey Business on SoundCloud.
Yes,
but we haven't recorded videos
Link
for those
in the description.
It's not the same. Yes, and also if you'd like to support our podcast, you can help some broke college kids out.
Yeah, because we were gonna get mics for episode 1, and then we went to the store and we said, "Why are they $200?"
Honestly, yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
And I used to have mics, but my dad fucking stole them.
Season 1.
My dad fucking stole them.
Oh my god. So maybe we'll be getting mics soon if you guys give us money.
Yeah. Pay for our cameos. Let us know if you want that.
Yes.
Because we might just make it anyways.
I think that would be so fun.
I think it'd be fun too.
We'd be right up there with Corey King and Nikki Blonsky.
So season 17, it's like coming to a close, which is really mind-blowing to me.
I'm sad, to be
because
honest.
This season started like once I was already, as this semester started.
Yeah.
And to think that was a long time ago is crazy. We still have 6 fucking weeks left here.
That feels like nothing crazy. At all, Avery.
That feels like so much,
Avery,
bro.
that is literally a month and a half.
I know, a month and a half
Avery,
left.
But think about how much we've already done this semester.
10. Like, that doesn't feel like a good enough ratio. We've been here for 10 weeks. 6 weeks left.
Right.
Like, we're not even half. Like, it's like halfway.
That's like 2/3 of the way.
I can't do it. I can't do another third here. Like, I need to drop out.
Just like Chase Rutherford dropped out of our school.
Chase Rutherford dropped out of our school. Isn't that crazy? And his like family is located in this town. Yeah. So we are connected.
Honestly.
We're really connected here.
Honestly.
And he's from Houston, Texas. So are we.
From Houston
so are we.
to here. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Just like us.
Awesome. And we are dropping out of the school. But
yeah.
Okay, this is niche and I don't think anyone in our audience needs to hear this.
That's okay.
If you are trying to major in music, make sure you are really fucking serious about it. Okay? Do not join this major and just think, I don't know, music's the only thing I'm good at. I don't really know what I'm going to do with my life. No. Like, you have to be driven. Like, I don't understand the course load and the workload of a music major. It's literally like a double major.
Right.
Like, I'm actually serious.
Like, you hear music ed major and you're like, okay, that sounds fun. That can't be bad easy. At all. That's got to be easy.
Oh my god, it's the classes. I'm taking like at least 4 classes a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have Friday classes until like 11.
And then you have rehearsal.
And then I have rehearsal. I have rehearsals from 2 to 3:30 every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have rehearsals with my pianist twice a week. I have my vocal lessons once a week for an hour. I have seminar for an hour and a half. On Thursdays, I have to do performances. And then I have convocation, which I have to go get 10 credits for in class. I have to go to 10 lectures in a semester. And then I have to go to 8 concerts outside of convocation and get those credits. And then I also have to perform. And I think it's 5 concerts this semester. I don't know how many concerts it was last semester. Felt like more because of Christmas. And I have to go to rehearsals for all of those. So that's 10 after school performances. And this semester, I have to go to observations. And I have to get 18 hours of school observations as a freshman. And I have to do my core classes on top of all of that. Which I'm doing online and in the summer. And everyone graduates in 5 years. Unless you do a lot of courses. So just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be a music major. And I'm going to be a music teacher, which is going to be great. But it's not... I'm very excited and I picked the right career. But I'm going to the problem is I'm not going to be making any new music majors. It ends with me. This ends with me. This cycle of torture and trauma ends with me right here, right now.
Wow.
And how is being a psych major?
Well, pretty good. I've only taken core classes so far. So
That's fun.
Really nothing at all. And my classes are easy as fucking pie.
If you're in high school and you're planning to go to college, just take the APs.
Take those APs
or
because
take the dual credit.
I'm graduating
just
a year
take 'em.
early.
Just take them.
Just take them.
Because it's not like in a lot of schools, the AP coursework is not that much more intense.
Yeah, some schools, y'all's AP classes are so fucking easy, and it's actually not fair.
Actually,
it's
Jaden right now. Actually, Jaden,
that's
it's
literally
not
Jaden
fair.
right now.
That's not fair.
Because for me, it was
AP
hard.
Lit, which is hell at our school, they literally gave a 90-page packet of homework that everyone had to do for Frankenstein.
For literally
it was
one unit, yeah.
Literally, everyone hated AP Lit at our school. It was so hard. And we took AP Lang. I took AP Lang.
Yeah, I did not.
Oh, well, you started it and then you had dropped.
Yes, because I was scared.
They were so harsh. Honestly, harder than college classes. And
literally.
My boyfriend, he's like, this poem's so hard. A poem? In AP Lit? A poem? What do you mean you're not reading 10 novels a year? Anyways, just take the AP classes. If you're planning on going to college, it'll prepare you well for college. Even if you think you're stupid, I'm fucking stupid, and I wish I took more AP classes because it would have saved me a lot of fucking money and time and energy.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the advice podcast today. Yes. This is the advice cast.
And honestly, AP tests especially, they're
Easy
honestly
vibe.
not that fucking bad.
They're honestly easy.
As long as you pass the class, you can pass the test because there are a lot of stupid people taking that test and they will get the 1s and the 2s and you will get the 3s and 4s and 5s.
And it's a giant curve. Honestly, in order to get a 3 is usually a 50. You have to get a 50.
It's really not that bad.
It's really not that bad.
Even if you think you're going to fail the test, you'll honestly probably pass.
And if you have the money to pay for it, just pay for it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, sometimes you can get it covered. So
that's true.
Just beg.
Yeah. So that's our advice.
And just think about it, just take it out of your college fund. If you're paying for the test and you don't have the money,
there's one less class
because and it's $100 versus $1,000, and it's not oh well, I don't know if I'm gonna pass. Well, you don't know if you're gonna pass the college class, do you? It's the same amount of autonomy there. So just put in the work. You know what some people be doing in college? Getting pregnant.
Oh my god, they do.
Getting pregnant.
They do be getting pregnant.
Don't do that either.
Don't do that either.
Don't do that either. And even if you are in Texas or a state where you get pregnant and you can't do much about that, yes you can. Yes you can. So far, yes you can. Don't just hang your head and be like, no, it wasn't planned, but I mean, I guess I'm happy. I guess I'm excited. That's what a girl who's in my grade at my age told us all. She was like, yes, I'm pregnant. It was an accident, but yeah, I guess I'm excited. You guess? Do you know how much of a commitment that is? they give out free Lamby here. They give out free condoms. There are many different opportunities still available in the U.S. Okay, take advantage while you can. Get that IUD while you can. All right, you can do it.
Y'all get on that.
Y'all, please do not get pregnant. The amount. Okay. People always talk about this in early adulthood, where you're like, I just got a job, and I see people like getting married and like having their third kid, but it didn't hit me that like as soon as you graduate high school,
it is like actually crazy.
Immediately, literally the summer, they be getting pregnant. I think there's currently 4 people that I know, 3 from high school, 1 at college with me now, that are pregnant, and then probably 3 who have gotten married. 4. 1 girl who I didn't really go to high school with, but friend of a friend. People getting married. So, and we're not even done with our first year of college. That's just crazy to me. That's just crazy. Did my grandma get married at 19? Yes, but that was the fucking 70s.
That was the vibe at the time.
That was the vibe at the time. This is not the vibe at the time.
Right.
In this economy, that's
Y'all
not the vibe.
don't need to be doing that.
The ones getting married, like, it's like, okay, like, yes, I'm judging you, but hey, some people do that. People do that. If you're getting pregnant, especially if you're getting pregnant, no ring. There's no way that someone our age could take care of a baby and then be successful. No hate to teen mothers. No hate to teen mothers.
No hate.
I see you. I stand with you. If you're already in that deep, all I can do is support. But maybe don't be in that deep, if you know what I mean. Maybe just
try not to be. Try not to be in that deep.
Try not to be in that deep. Whatever. That's just my rant. And it's not quite fair of me to be so harsh, but being pregnant is like major fear of me. Major fear of my life.
Well, and some of the people we know who are pregnant, specifically one of them that you know who is pregnant, that I'm so scared for that kid. I'm so scared.
I'm scared for 2 of those kids. That's not happening. Oh my god, Skylar. Sorry, cut this out. Eating.
Are you serious?
Girl who got pregnant apparently dated her stepbrother. We don't know if the stepbrother's the baby daddy or not.
Oh my god. Are you serious? Angry Joe.
I don't know.
Whoa.
Help. God, take these babies away. Make them miscarry, please.
This is crazy. That
is
crazy.
Well, I guess she can't miscarry. She already had the baby.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But it's a major fear of mine, and it's actually really, like, I don't know if this is fair to say, like, please, like, tell me what your take on this is, but it's really hard for me to be around this girl who's pregnant, my age. Like, it's hard for me to be around. First of all, I'm emetophobic. She's always fucking throwing up. I'm literally, every time I'm around, I'm, like, clutching my pearls, like, scared for my, like, please do not throw up. Please do not throw up. Shoot.
I knew it was her.
Throwing up during performances and shit. Like, get away from me. Okay, I can also be mean to her. I can say this because she did assault people, so I can be mean. Like, I'm not just being rude to a pregnant person. Okay. Yes, I am. And it's also just like, that's my worst fear. Like, it actually makes my anxiety so bad because I'm like, damn, what if I got pregnant? Damn, this is gonna happen to me. And it freaks me the fuck out. I'm like, damn, there's a baby in there. Like, oh my god, yes, I have seen a pregnant person in my lifetime, but it's different because they're adults and there's like, okay, there's a baby in you. Like, okay. But it's like, what do you mean 18-year-old girl is growing a person? Help! Someone call the police.
18. What do you mean? That is actually dangerous. To actually take that baby away.
I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about doing the math in my head because I was like, oh, I wonder if she wasn't at school.
That's a good question.
Okay, in December, she wasn't at school, like the last few weeks of school, and the teachers all knew. And so, but we thought it was because she went to the mental hospital. But now, and then I was thinking to myself today, I was like, oh, I wonder if she was gone because she was pregnant, and then I remembered. No, it's because she was admitted to the mental hospital, and I was like, wait, was she pregnant? In the mental hospital? Like that. Help! And no one's talking about it. No one's talking about this, please.
Why does no one want to shit talk? Why does no one want to shit talk about that?
People in college think they're so high and mighty. They don't want to shit talk. Guys, help. We need to be calling C.P.S.
Wow.
Speaking of people who get married, mother and father, husband and wife.
Right. Let's talk about that. The separation starts with mother and father.
Mom and dad.
Right.
Mother and father.
Grandma and grandpa. Coco and Pop. Nana and Dee Dee.
Aunt and uncle.
Yes.
The matriarch.
Yes.
Always comes second.
Yes.
I mean, always comes first. Sorry. Always comes first. But when you're just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Husband and wife. Brother and sister. You don't get to come first unless you've had a baby already.
So it makes sense because this whole time this is conspiracy, Shane Dawson conspiracy. We've been operantly, or is that like, that's operant conditioning? I don't know if I can. We've been conditioned. We've been conditioned our whole lives to think that our worth only comes from having babies.
Although there is a little issue with this niece and nephew. That's a little issue with that. Yeah. But that's the only one. That's the only one that we found so far.
Yeah, and we'll think about Mrs. MRS, Misters. It's Misters.
I bet no one's ever thought of that before, huh?
Mistress, Misters, Mistress, Mrs. That's how you get to Mrs.
Yeah.
Wow, so I will not be using that. I'll also not be getting
Gran
married.
and Papa. And then you have your other one.
Mimi and Gran.
Exactly.
Nana and Dee Dee.
Exactly.
And Nani and Bob. We don't like Bob.
We do not like Bob, or we don't like whatever you call her.
I think Nani be sending me crazy shit. My grandma,
she is crazy.
My grandma on my dad's side be sending me crazy nonsense. Like, this woman like spent her like formative years being coked out, and so like she just sends me the craziest shit now that she's like old as hell. And she will send me like, she sent me like AI lady singing like Christian like worship song saying thinking of you. Sent me like
AI dog smiling.
She loves to send me, this would be a cool idea for a movie, and it's AI fruits, like, but as people. It doesn't make, I can't even describe it. Like, maybe just put some of it up.
And you never respond to a single one, so I don't know why the fuck she keeps sending. I have her fucking
blocked, but I have her restricted, so she doesn't know she's blocked. So I have her restricted, which means I don't see anything she sends me. I don't think she's allowed to like my photos or comment or anything.
But like, why does she keep sending it if like you've never like responded at all?
And it's not just me. Like, she'll send it to everyone. And grandmas, look, in the nature of a grandma is to send a lot of shit. Of course. Bombard you with text. My Nana bombards me with text, but you know, they make sense. She's saying, I saw your weather on the news. Thinking of you.
It's thinking of you. It's always thinking of you.
Do you want this ugly ass shirt from Marshall's?
Right. Thought you would like it.
Thought you would like this. Look at the picture of my dog. Like, do I need to see this? No, but
thank you.
It's sweet.
Exactly.
Picture of AI Trump doing a dance and then turning into Kim Jong-un. Like, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that.
And speaking of Trump, I'm going to pull something up for you guys to read. So in like 2020, I signed up to get Trump emails because I filled out a Trump survey one time as a joke, and I made my name PP. And so now I get emails from Team Trump and President Trump saying, PP, you need to do this. Today, I got an email last night, late at night, I got an email from President Trump. Yeah, that's right. The subject,
bet you're fucking jealous.
Doge just triggered a radical left meltdown.
Damn it.
Urgent, stand with Trump, and there's a link. I wonder what this is.
This is actually
it's just underlined. Sorry. At Stand With Trump GIF, which, this is going to be on the screen. I don't need to show you. Read my memo immediately. Trump's Doge is tearing
It's always immediate.
It's always immediately. It's always, you have to respond right now. Trump's Doge is tearing through Washington's corrupt bureaucracy like a tornado, and Democrats are in full meltdown mode. First, they sued me, and now they're threatening to impeach me. Good. Democrats have robbed hardworking Americans for years, and they'll do anything to keep the grift going. But friend, it's got to end immediately. So I'm calling you and 15 other true MAGA patriots.
Only 15?
Only me and 15
You're one of
others.
16,
I can't believe it. In your country to complete my official Doge audit. Complete the audit now.
What?
Do your part. Please let me know if you stand with me and support Doge immediately.
What is Doge audit? What is that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay.
Let me click on this link.
Good idea.
Urgent, stand with Trump. Okay, and then it's the email again. Okay. Do you stand with Trump and support Trump's Doge?
It's always going to be a survey.
It's always going to be a survey.
I bet he can be like 79% of Americans stand with Trump. And
okay.
Doge.
And this is about...
They're not telling you this. And it comes from his fucking mailing list.
Yeah. Mandatory in work 5 days per week for federal employees. If you say yes, it says yes - MAGA. If you say no, it just says no.
It's always going to say yes - MAGA.
DEI grants, $1 billion in DEI grants. Do I support that or not?
1 billion, that feels kind of low.
Yeah. Our national debt is worth $36 trillion.
Exactly.
Which will come back to haunt our country's younger generations.
Okay, and Trump is the one, like, increasing that.
Right. What other wasteful and radical policies from the Biden-Harris administration do you want to see President Trump eradicate? And then I have to donate to submit the survey.
Yeah,
I have to donate money.
You have to you always have to donate to submit the survey. So it's not really a survey, is it?
Like, what the hell?
It's just click button and pay.
And then here's this. I am Donald Trump, and my first end of quarter FEC deadline as president is just days away.
No.
Before time's up, I'm asking patriots to help me reach my critical fundraising goal. Without you, the MAGA movement would cease to exist. Can I count on you?
Cease to exist.
I'm liking that.
PP, can I count on you?
Oh, you can count on me. Okay. And then we also have this one that I've gotten like 5 million times in the past week. Please answer question number 1 before my next cabinet meeting. This one's from Donald J. Trump. See, sometimes it's from Team Trump. Sometimes it's from President Trump. This time, Donald J. Trump.
Very personal. He's getting personal here.
I like this. How are you enjoying the golden age of America so far? Over the past 6 weeks, we've delivered on promises like no administration before. Also, by the time I'm getting this, it's been over 6 weeks since he was freaking in the office. So I don't know why they haven't changed that and updated that yet. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. America first, now and forever. My Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge as I like calling it, is doing incredibly. But now I need your ideas on how to keep slashing the waste, fraud, and abuse. And then it wants me to fill out a survey.
And pay.
Yeah.
To submit it.
It's very important to me that we cut levels down to where they should be. We're spending your money, after all. That's why I feel so strongly that you should have a say in this process before we go any further. The plan is to read responses before I board Air Force One on my way to Mar-a-Lago.
He's literally reading it on his way to Mar-a-Lago.
If you want yours to be included in the final report, act now. Thank you, and may God bless you. Donald J. Trump. So, like, that's kind of shit that I get in my email about once a day. And honestly, I'm glad I signed up for it because it's interesting to see that.
It's important to be aware of what your president is in his team is saying. I mean, he's sending this personally, right?
Yes, he is. He is.
Well, I get in my email, the other day I opened my email in class. I was trying to see if my admission people replied to me, and I don't know if I'm going to find it. Oh, forecast. Heavy squirts incoming.
Why do you have that? Wait, what? Why did you get that?
8% off.
Heavy squirts?
Oh my
incoming?
God. Thrusting toys.
Oh my God.
Because I did buy from one of these websites, but it wasn't this one.
But why is that the subject they fucking put? Like, that's a lot for a subject of an email. You need to tone it down.
Forecast heavy squirts incoming.
Whatever happened to being discreet? Like,
I mean,
heavy squirts incoming.
Power shift. Why everyone's talking about pegging. Oh my God.
Everyone's
what else have they said?
Pegging.
Why, okay, I actually do have a lot of vibrator companies in here. Go big or go home. How to size up your dildo.
Wow. They put you on like a crazy mailing list.
Pink Cherry is the name of the brand if you're interested.
Okay, yeah.
Sponsor us, please. Okay, wow. Stroke your ego, wink. Open to reveal. Money emoji. Temptation's calling. Will you answer?
I like that.
We pegged you for the naughty type.
What the hell?
Ready for a threesome? This toy knows how to please. Oh, wow. I would love to be the person who writes this.
That would be so fucking... This is just our emails, though. This is literally just our emails.
Hire me.
I'm looking for that summer job.
Ready to romp? Yeah.
Let me be your social media intern.
Pink Cherry, please.
Please.
Wow. Those are the emails I be getting in the meantime. This is the liberal versus conservative.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because liberal women are skanks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, we never told the story of how Jaden surprised us.
Okay.
Surprised me.
This is going to be in in the vlog, but we can say that Mr. and like, let's say, oh, he probably doesn't want his last name.
I feel like we've said his last name to them before.
I don't know.
I tried to.
No,
just
I changed it. I try to cut it out, but sometimes I think I probably miss it because it just rolls off the tongue. Like,
okay, well we can save that.
Oh.
We can talk about Gray's mouth stream.
Oh, right. Last night, or no, 2 nights ago, right before I woke up, I was having a dream that I went over to the fridge and I opened up the fridge and the Brita filter, like, it was really foggy and like weird, and then I noticed like a little something in there. I was like, what the hell is that? I took the top off of it and there's a mouse in there, like a baby mouse, and I was like, what the hell is this? This is horrible.
And I get a text in the morning. My dream last night was there was a baby mouse in the Brita filter. I read it out loud and everyone waiting outside for the class like starts laughing.
It's not even that funny. It's not even
baby
funny.
Baby mouse in the Brita.
And then Avery was like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. And then I guess she left the top of the Brita filter like open, because then I go over to the trash can and then out of the corner of my eye I see something hopping on the ground, and I thought it was the baby mouse, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. Then I take a closer look. It turned into a baby ladybug. Aww. But I was like, why the fuck are you in here? Like, I don't want you in here, so I fucking killed it. I smushed it. And then, oh no, all hell breaks loose. From under the door to the outside, thousands and thousands of ladybugs are rushing in the room. And I said, oh hell no. And I started killing them, but then more and more kept coming. It was like, once I killed them, like they were coming back for more and more and more, and it was horrible. And then I was like, I don't know what to fucking do. They kept crawling all over me and I didn't know what was going on. And then Avery was like, sorry, I have to go to class, and she fucking left me there to die.
Sorry about it.
I was really mean. That was really rude. I was like, are you actually serious? Like, I'm really struggling here. What am I supposed to do? And you're like, sorry, I really can't skip. I really don't like to skip class.
You know me. I'm always going to class.
You hate to skip class. That's the thing.
And then I was getting my water at 8 a.m. in the morning to go to my 8 a.m. class.
Yes, I heard that water
Monday, Wednesday,
going.
Friday.
I heard her open that fridge. I heard her turn the water on. I heard it coming into the water bottle. And then I woke up. And I was like, she's gonna drink the mouse water. Like, I really still thought there was a mouse in there. I really thought I was like sort of dreaming, but not really. I didn't know what was going on, and I really did consider trying to tell her about it. I really
thought.
And then I was like, wait, that wasn't even real. So that was my baby mouse dream.
Baby mouse in the Brita. Like, I will never. Like,
it was like, but it was really cute though. It was like in like fetal position, like in the Brita filter.
Honestly, I'd let him live there. We get a new one.
No, you wouldn't. You probably drowned in there.
Poor
thing.
Poor thing.
It was actually so cute. And I do not fuck with rats. I do not fuck with mice. But it was really cute, to be honest. It was really cute.
You can get a hamster at PetSmart for $8.
That is actually crazy. We like to go to PetSmart and just walk around. And yeah, you can get that shit for $8, and that should not be allowed.
$8
it should be at least $20.
That's like the best prank ever.
You love to say that shit.
Easy prank,
because you can also get a tarantula for like 30 or something.
30, yeah.
$30 for a tarantula.
Best, cheapest prank ever.
But like, that shit would really, if someone pranked me with a tarantula, honestly, I'm never speaking to you ever again.
Well, if you really hate someone, like, this is not funny prank. Like, this is like if you hate and you need to kill an enemy.
Yeah.
That's actually what I imagine when I'm like getting into the shower. Like, I'm actually like, I'm like looking around like this, thinking there's like a tarantula on the wall. Anyone else scared of showering?
Well,
and that's why I never shower.
Exactly. We don't like to shower over here. But
15 days not clean.
15 days dirty. But our fucking shower, like, it's really dark in there. And it's like, it's
dark
kind of
and
really
dinky,
scary.
bro.
And that's how it is in my room at home. It's like so dark in the damn shower. So I have to shower my parents' shower because I get scared.
It's dark and dinky in there, bro. When we release our like apartment tour at the end of the year, like
y'all will see.
Y'all will see our dinky apartment. Actually scary. Oh, you got a grade.
No, I thought it would be graded. It's just changing the date on something. I'm sad. I want my essay to be graded. Who else up wanting their essay to be graded?
Not me, but I'm still waiting on a couple tests, a couple exams. Pretty important.
Okay, yeah.
I have an exam tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, wish me luck, guys.
For what?
Theory. Also, because I'm in so many classes, test every day of the week. I've had a test every day of the week this week, and probably last week too. Enough with the tests.
Wow.
ASMR. The other night when we called Jaden, but the FaceTime was so bad that we like couldn't really hear him. He was like cutting out, so he called me on my cell phone. And we were like role playing, like being on a phone call.
Well, he called you, and then he called me.
But I couldn't see your name pop up.
Three-way
I didn't know
call.
you can do a three-way call. You can do a three-way.
But if you
So
do
we had a
three-way call,
three-way.
literally no one is. We did not have a three-way. Ew.
Over the phone.
I don't want to do that over the phone. Or in person, or anywhere. I will not do that here. I will not do that there.
I'm just kidding, guys. We just had a
I
three-way
will not
phone
do that
call,
anywhere.
if you know what I mean. We were like role playing like radio station, like you didn't know the other.
Do y'all know
on the
Second Date
call.
Update?
Of course,
But Second Date Update is niche to Houston.
That's what I thought, but it's all over TikTok.
Well, yeah, it is viral, but it's like that
Did you
was
in the
as a
morning?
kid. I was listening to that shit
Me
on
too.
the radio.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I love
Second Date Update. When you get in the car for school and it's like time
It's
for
like-
Second Date Update, you're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's time's really perfect, and then you say, and then like sometimes you don't get to hear the rest of the story,
I know.
and it's hard, but you can usually guess.
Yeah.
But I would always get in my carpool car, and
Yeah.
my friend's mom was always playing that.
Or there's What You Do Not the Courthouse. I think that came on Sunday
I never listened to that.
99.1.
I listened to Delilah in the evening, and she would give life advice.
I did not
She's
listen
like
to that.
very famous, actually, Delilah.
I was always listening to Sunday 99.1, 104.1, KRBE,
Delilah was on 99.1
and the
in the evening.
100.3 The Bowl.
100.3 the bowl.
And then
very
there's
classic.
the other one, 93
93
93Q or something.
Yeah, the new 93Q. Yeah.
Yes, the country.
That was always on at the barn, and they played more pop. 103, whatever the bowl is always playing like classic, more classic. But
Yeah.
who else is from Houston?
Yeah. Does anyone relate? Anyone relate? Who can relate?
And sometimes you drive by the radio like place and
Yes,
you're like, whoa, this
and
is
you're
where the
like,
magic
wow.
happens. Oh my god. Sorry, we're going over it, but
That's all right.
my dad has a friend from high school who like ended up really genuinely pursuing radio, and like he was a very like low-key famous Houston radio guy. He was on 104.1 KRBE for like a while in the 2000s.
That's awesome.
And then he does like KSBJ. So what is that? 89.3 KSBJ, Christian radio station, and now he does that. But I met him in real life. My dad's best friend. Met him in real life, for the first time, like as an adult the other day, over a break. And this man is the loudest, most annoying, unfunny person I've ever met. Like that is what you have to be.
Yeah,
and
for
truly,
radio.
like you have to have a face for radio, and you have to have the personality for radio. Like ugly and insane. Insane. So much energy. Loudest voice I've ever heard in my life. And his kids were fucking evil. One of his daughters stole my baby cousin's like toy, her like really cool Bitsy toy. I don't know if you've seen those. She was like, oh, and then we found her like putting her purse by the door, and there's something in it, and we were like, oh, what's in there? Because it looked like the Bitsy. And she was like, oh, I just put it in there for later, like I'll give it back. And she tried to walk out the door with it, and we were like, excuse me,
You cannot.
that's like her favorite toy.
That is so mean.
I know, actually evil. So if you guys know any radio hosts, stay away from them.
Yeah.
Radio host, percussionist. Let's name people we should stay away from. Radio host, percussionists.
People who sing in stairwells and post it on TikTok.
People who post singing in stairwells. Probably communication majors.
Okay.
I'd probably stay away from them.
Okay.
And lastly,
Probably gay people.
oh, yes.
Exactly.
You should stay away from podcasters.
Exactly. Get the fuck away from us. Get the fuck away from us.
Do you think we'll ever get recognized?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
If you guys see us in public, do not come up to us.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You probably should. But that would be crazy, and that would never ever fucking happen anyways.
Yeah, 'cause no one likes us.
Yeah. Guess we should just turn this episode off.
Guess we should just go. Bye-bye now.
Bye.